lose in the long run. Part 2. The discipline of silence. Strong traders don't broadcast themselves. Weak traders always have one very dangerous habit. They talk too much. They talk about the setup they're about to take. They brag about the trade they just won. They post charts, post P&L, post their growth journey. They want others to know what they're doing, how they're improving, how they're not like before. And that is exactly what makes them lose. Because when you speak, you're not only sharing information, you are leaking energy. You are releasing pressure before you even execute. You are trading the feeling of being recognized for the truth of results. In trading, recognition is a cheap form of dopamine. It makes you feel like you're on the right track even though you haven't proven anything yet. It creates the illusion of progress. It inflates the ego before the skill has time to grow. And in trading, an inflated ego is death. Why? Because the moment you show off a winning trade, your brain starts attaching your identity to, I'm great at calling tops and bottoms. I read charts insanely well. I enter with precision. From that day onward, you're no longer trading to make money. You're trading to protect an image. And when you trade to protect an image, you won't cut losses on time. You will hold because I can't be wrong. You will size up because I have to prove it. You will revenge trade because I can't lose face. A trader's biggest losses do not come from the market. They come from the need to be right in front of other people. There is a very subtle addiction in the trading community. The addiction to being seen as competent. You see a trader win a few trades. He starts preaching, starts teaching others, starts building an image of discipline, awareness, reading the market like a book. And then the moment a real losing streak hits, he collapses twice as hard as an average person. Because he doesn't just lose money, he loses the mask too. A strong trader understands this very clearly. To survive long-term, you must live in the dark long enough. Not because you're secretive, but because you need space to be wrong without being judged. You need space to practice without image pressure. You need the right to be an apprentice in silence. What is the discipline of silence? It is you stop broadcasting your plan, stop explaining your strategy, stop showing off results, stop debating right or wrong in group chats. You start holding your energy back. Hold your focus for the system. Hold your emotions for the journal. Hold your progress for yourself. Because in trading, what you need is not other people believing you. What you need is you believing your process long enough for it to express its edge. And that belief does not come from words. It comes from hundreds of repetitions in silence. There is one thing most traders refuse to admit. They talk a lot because they are insecure. They need someone to confirm they're not crazy. They need someone to say that setup looks good. They need someone to say, you're right. But the market does not reward people who need confirmation. The market only rewards people who dare to take full responsibility. Here is a crucial transformation point. When you still need others to agree, you don't have sovereignty. You are handing your decision-making power to the crowd. You are trading with a permission-seeking mindset. And every trader who trades with a permission-seeking mindset will be killed by the crowd sooner or later. Because the crowd is good at only one thing, making you doubt yourself exactly when you need to be the most solid. When you're in profit, they say take it. It might reverse. When you're slightly red exactly according to plan, they say cut it. It's breaking. When you stay out because conditions aren't met, they say you missed it. Get in. The crowd will not carry your consequences, but they always want a seat in your decisions. Silence is how you cut off that interference. Silence is not only not speaking, silence is an inner power structure. When you're silent, you start hearing more clearly. You hear your greed. You hear your fear. You hear the need to act just to escape discomfort. You hear the exact moment instinct is about to drive your hand. And only when you hear it, clearly can you intervene. A strong trader is not a trader without emotion. A strong trader is a trader who sees emotion as a signal and doesn't turn it into a command. There is a small rule you must start from today. Everything important in your trading must be done as if nobody knows. You enter as if nobody is watching. You cut as if nobody is judging. You stay out as if nobody is mocking. You journal as if it's the only thing that can save you. And if you are winning, you must be even quieter. Because winning is when the ego wants to speak the most. Winning is when you become the most careless. Winning is when you start thinking you understand the market. No, you are just being fed by the market for a short stretch. When you are silent enough, you keep clarity after a winning streak, and that is extremely rare. Now you'll ask, but What does silence have to do with real discipline inside the trade? It is directly related, because the moment you stop talking, you stop living on promises. You are forced to live on action. You no longer get to release pressure by saying, "I will." You have only one way left to feel relief: actually doing it. And that is when a discipline system begins to form. In the next segment, we will go into what kills traders the fastest. Not losses, but the state of reacting to volatility. We will talk about how to forge